What up, gamers? It is Will 777JP, and we are back with another one real quick, y'all. And man, how y'all doing, man? Thank y'all for being here. Thank you so much for all your support. We are moving and chugging along with my subscription goals, so thank you so much, man. You guys are awesome. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and hit the notification bell. I post videos almost every day, sometimes multiple times a day, so don't miss out on any of my content. I do put in a lot of thought behind it, so thank you. But man, Gameinformer is back. They are back, baby. Now I actually like Gameinformer. I'm a huge fan of Gameinformer. I've been subscribed to them for years. And I want to talk about that a little bit, right? And show you guys some of my Gameinformer magazines. Now, I am a little bit upset because the news of Gameinformer came out earlier last week. I think it was like Tuesday or something like that, or Wednesday of last week, where Gameinformer put out a video saying that they're back. They're going to come back with the physical magazines. They are now bought by a new company, which they were part of GameStop before. And, I think it was about 4 or 5 months ago where GameStop shut them down. And they said they had, they had the freedom to do what they wanted to do. And the reason I like Gameinformer so much is because they've been around for such a long time, man, for decades. And, they write super interesting articles. Those dudes are journalists for real, right? They're constantly doing interviews. They're, giving the gamers, it's pure, right? It's super pure. You don't really see too much propaganda. You don't see too much, leaning to one side or the other. It's usually about the games, and I really like that. So great news that Gameinformer is back. I did sign up for their their mailing list, and I'm waiting to see what kind of subscriptions they're gonna have or whatnot, with different tier levels. So I'm excited for that to continue on. But what pisses me off is that I was looking for my stack of magazines, and I have, well, I'm just going to say I have, because I'm not 100% certain, and I haven't really been digging super hard. But I've been subscribed to them for years, man. And this is all I could find, guys. This is all I can find. And I'm going to go over these with you guys so you can see which covers I have. But man, am I pissed. I cannot find my stack. A few years ago, I kind of moved things around in my gaming room, and I put those in the basement, and now I cannot find them. So I'm upset about that, because I had some awesome covers. And the ones that I have here, they're awesome too, but they're fairly newer, right? They're from this generation, and we'll go over those real quick. But yeah, man, I'm so happy Gameinformer is back. I used to love getting these magazines. I think it was either monthly or every couple months, and I just love coming home, man. There's nothing like getting something in the mail that's for you, and it's not a bill, right? It's not the energy company say, hey, your bill's due, right? And it's just something where I would come home, I would grab my mail, the magazine, right? I would freaking carry it. I'd be looking at the freaking cover while walking in the door, and then just placing it down on my ottoman till I'm done doing what I gotta do. Usually I get home, I take a shower, I cook dinner, whatever couple chores I gotta do, and then I start gaming. On Gameinformer days, I would do the same thing, except when I'm eating dinner, I have this magazine in front of me, and I would read it from front to back, or at least the articles that interested me, and then I would game. So super exciting. So here I have magazines. They're numbered on the side. So I have magazine 348, and then it skips up to 351. And then I got 351, 352, 353, 354, 355, 356, 357, 358, 359, 360, and 361. So it skips from 348 to 361, but yeah, these are all pretty cool. First one that we have here is Avatar. I did end up buying that game, just right here, and it's the last Ubisoft game that I bought day one. Why? Because internet required to install game. I don't like that in my video games. So from now on, if it has that labeling, I will wait for the game to get pre-owned, and then I go ahead and buy it, because I don't want to support that. But I remember getting the Game Informer magazine, I think the month of release, or maybe the month before release, and I'm looking at the cover and I'm like, oh, that's pretty badass. I'm not a huge like Avatar fan. Like, I like Avatar, like I watched the movies, or the movie. I started watching the second movie, but I haven't been back to it. And this was the magazine that we got when it came, and this magazine was actually pretty good, man, because it talked about Avatar, and the movies that were getting made, and kind of like what the plan for the IP was. It was a super interesting magazine, but also they talked in this one, which kind of opened up my eyes a little bit. It talked a lot about technology and gaming and communities, and so it was a little bit different than a regular magazine. But man, when they put freaking, like the cover or screenshots of like the games that are coming out or have been out, I really love that, because there's games that have come out and you kind of forget about, but then you see something on the magazine, you're like, oh yeah, I should probably get back to that game. And that's another reason why I like those. This one is the one with Mario Wonders, which is another game that I purchased, which was actually one of the first Nintendo games I was like super excited for, man. Mario Wonders, good game, awesome game. I think it won Game of the Year. I'm pretty sure it won Game of the Year, but I could be wrong. My son has also beaten Mario Wonders numerous times, but yeah. So that's the next one. This next one right here is Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now, I did will it play with no internet video with this game, and it works with no internet. And this is actually, Avatar wasn't the last game I bought day one from Avatar. It was, from Ubisoft. It was this one, because it didn't have the logo. And I know that this was hype. This game was hype for a lot of people because it was supposed to be the first Assassin's Creed back to form, right? Back to Assassin's Creed form. To this day, I still haven't beaten the game, man. I haven't beaten it. Now, I do enjoy the game. I did enjoy it, but I'm not like a super huge Assassin's Creed fan. I mean, I do enjoy the ones that I've played, but it's like I can only do so much melee combat before I need to get into my shooters. I love shooters. This next one, look at this cover, bro. This cover is so badass. I think this is Sonic All-Stars, when that game came out, which I own for the Switch. I own for the PS5, and it's a fun game, man. I don't think this game did very well, but the game was fun to me. I mean, I've never been a Sonic kind of huge fan either, but I remember the game doing pretty well. Not as good as they would like it to be, but I bought this game day one, and part of the reason was because I got the magazine and I was reading up on it. And here you go. And I bought the Switch version because it was $10, but I originally got this on the PS5. The next one is Armored Core. Man, so badass. This game was extremely badass. The problem with Armored Core to me is the difficulty. That difficulty kicked my ass, man. But it's a game that I really enjoyed. The mechs are it's just phenomenal. But yeah, here are the freaking cover for that one. Next one, Final Fantasy 16. I took the day off to go pick this game up, and I was pissed because, one, they wouldn't do a midnight release, and two, GameStop didn't open till like 11 in the morning. I was like, dude, you guys have wasted my whole freaking day trying to get this freaking game, man. Like, I was just so mad. But finally, the game came out. I bought the deluxe version of Final Fantasy 16, and I just made a YouTube short about this a couple days ago. This game is available for $20, bro. It's a freaking steal. Go out and get it. The next one that I have is Diablo 4. Now, this was my very first Diablo game that I ever played and I ever beat, was Diablo 4. I actually don't think this cover is that good. I feel like they should have put, they should have had more color or whatever, but it was fine. First Mario game or Diablo game that I purchased for first Diablo game that I beat from front to back, or the campaign at least, because I don't do the PvE or the PvP PvE stuff on there. But yeah, so this is Gameinformer magazine 355. The next one is Sea of Stars. I know this was a big hit. I know this game hit the million marker. I think they sold 1 million in like a day or a week or something. But this cover art is super badass. Now, I'm not a big fan of like the 30 whatever bit, 16-bit style type of games. And also I did check it out because it was on PS Plus, but I got stuck on a boss fight in like super early on, and I never went back to it. But super cool cover. Resident Evil 4. Man, such a phenomenal game. Resident Evil 4 is a really, really cool game. I bought this game day one as well. Resident Evil 4. My very first Resident Evil game that I ever played was Resident Evil Village, and then I went to 7. Then I went and played 2, 3, and then I was waiting on 4, so I didn't buy the original, because this was coming out. And man, what a departure from not a departure, but it was so different from the first Resident Evils that I played. It was more action orientated. Leon Kennedy, just a fucking stud, right? Super, super cool. And you got some of that Leon Kennedy in the second game. So I'm really, really happy that I went back or waited to play the remake for the PS5, because man, that game was beautiful. Then we have Dead Island 2, the game that was freaking like delayed. It went from developer to developer, like 10 years they were trying to make this game, and it finally came out. And man, was the game good. I beat this game solo, and then I also co-opted the game with my buddy Nelson Gaming Culture, who does the State of Gaming podcast with me on Sunday nights. And I had a blast. Me and Nelson, we beat the campaign, and then we beat both DLCs. Super fun game. I really, really like the cover of this Gameinformer. He's just chilling. It looks like he's on vacation, right? But when you start paying closer attention, you're like, okay, he's got a gun on his right hand. Then he's got a sword right next to him. Then he's got a freaking zombie arm right over here. So, it's like things start to freaking open up. But man, such a fun game. If you haven't played this, I recommend it. And then my last Gameinformer magazine that fell back here is Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones, man. What can I say? Game flopped harder than a fucking beach whale. Super, super hard, man. They spent hundreds of millions making this game. They spent freaking... God, they even took like grants from countries to make this game, and I think that's part of the reason why they released it. And it flopped. I mean, even I bought this game, but I bought it, oh man, I forgot, probably like 6 months after, and I bought it from Woot.com for $10. And I haven't played it. I don't think I have any friends that play this game. But the thing about Skull and Bones is that the game, they already had a successful, they had a successful kind of, ship, combat with Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It just took them way too damn long when they already had the formula for this damn game. But either way, this Gameinformer cover, I think it's pretty cool. I like the woman pirate there sitting on the freaking cannon. That's pretty badass, with some sort of alligator or whatever that is at the bottom, tied up by the mouth. But super, super cool. I mean, I just love all these. I wish that I had more of my magazines to show you guys the covers, but man, I'm just so excited for Game Informer to be back. Like I said, I'm waiting to see what their tiers are gonna be for subscriptions because I'm definitely gonna sign up. I definitely am gonna look forward to these magazines. I hope they do them monthly, at least monthly, if not even sooner. And yeah, official news, man. Game Informer is finally freaking back, y'all. We are back in it. Hopefully, we get some solid journalism because these journalists right now on freaking Twitter and social media, they're fucking worthless, dude. Literally fucking worthless. Like, it's all drama, it's all gossip. Like, these dudes just don't know how to ask a journalistic question to save their fucking ass, right? And part of the reason that I created my YouTube channel was for that, so we can talk gaming, so the community can talk with each other and kind of figure out what's going on with some of the games that we're looking forward to the most. Because these freaking journalists, bro, like, it's hard, bro. It's hard to take a lot of them serious, right? But either way, with Game Informer being back, hopefully it puts a little pressure under their belt and they start to perform a little bit better. But we need some real journalists in this industry because the video game industry is the biggest entertainment. It's the biggest industry in entertainment, period. It's bigger than the NFL. It's bigger than Major League Baseball. It's bigger than music. It's bigger than movies. It's bigger than all that shit. The video game industry is. So we deserve to have top-notch journalistic, journalists to be out here putting in the work. And hopefully Game Informer does not disappoint. But there y'all have it, man. I know that this video was long, but I want to show you guys my quick little small Game Informer collection. As soon as I find the other magazines, I'm hoping I find them. I hope that we didn't throw them away, on accident with some bullshit. Because I also used to collect these newspapers and I had a stack like freaking huge. And can't find those either. So there y'all have it, man. Thanks so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll catch you in the next one. Keep it gaming.